Hey everybody, glad to be back with you. Kevin Geary, learningtolight.com. I want to talk to you today about why I switched all my speed lights from manual speed lights to the new LumaPro LP180Rs. And the old manuals, by the way, I've used old manual Vivitar flashes for a while, but I went to LumaPro because they are a company that is focused on making great speed lights for off-camera flash photographers, like specifically for photographers like me, people who use these speed lights off camera. And their quality is really good, their consistency is really good, their durability is really good. I love them as a brand, but I am switching from their old model. This is the LP160, and I want to show you on the back here. It's very basic, right? So there's just your zoom setting and your manual power setting, and that's it. You can change the zoom with this button. You can change the power setting with this button. There's an on switch. There's the slave mode if you want to do it that way. And there's a test button in the middle. That's it. If you look at this, there's nothing else on the front of this flash. So no bounce cards built in. Nothing. It's just a flash. That's it. All right. Now, there's some other things that we need to talk about, like how do you sync flashes with your camera? Well, that used to be a big hassle. You see this little square of Velcro right there? I had to put that on there. You know why? Because we had to use these things, receivers and triggers, back in the day. You know, it wasn't really back in the day. It was like I was doing this a couple months ago. Anyway, you take this, right? And I put a little pad on the back of my receiver. Boom. Now, what you also had to do, you had to take one of these sync cords, okay? And you had to push it in, and you had to run this to the sync cord on the side of the flash. So now what you have, oh, and notice, it's kind of backwards, isn't it? Oh, and the battery comes, look at this nonsense. Man, I can't believe I did this for so long. Okay, so I'm gonna just, it's trying to get away from me. This is not the kind of stuff you wanna do in front of clients, So, boom. Now, look at this nasty contraption. So I got this thing awkwardly sitting up here. I got a sync cord running to my flash. And then this thing is what goes on your camera, right? This is what you use to trigger this flash. So when you take a picture, this thing goes off, okay? Notice that there's no options on this thing. This is just selecting the channel, and then the receiver is on the same channel, and that's it. That's all you got. That's all you got. So if I want to change the power of the flash, what I gotta do? I gotta walk over to the flash and I gotta find it, and I gotta usually, look, if this is way up on a big stand, I can't see what power that's on, so I gotta bring the stand down, I gotta change it, I gotta put the stand back up. Total nonsense. Like, so much frustration. How are you supposed to enjoy photography when you gotta do all this nonsense, right? So this is all gone now. I'm not dealing with any of that anymore. I wanna show you why I'm switching all of my speed lights to the new LumaPro LP180Rs. Here is a LumaPro LP180R. First thing I want you to notice, build quality, much better, much better. This rivals the Canon, Nikon brand flashes. It's 1/3 of the cost. It also has the same light output as those really expensive speed lights, and it has a lot of the same options. Pretty much, actually, I think it beats the Canon and Nikon brand flashes. And I'm gonna kind of walk you through why. So first thing I want you to notice, on the front here, we do have some additional options. So we have this thing that makes our flash spread wider, right? We also have a built-in bounce card. So people have these contraptions they put on their flash to bounce some of the light forward. So you wanna bounce off the ceiling, but you want some of the light to go forward. Well, you gotta put a Rogue flash bender or whatever on there. This actually has a built-in flash bounce card, and it works pretty dang well. So you don't need another contraption. It's just got it built in. It also has a lip in front here. Now, this is a little sketchy. They didn't perfect this or anything, but I do want to show you how I can quickly gel a flash. So they actually give you these little gels that come with it. This is a CTO gel, so it's color temperature orange. And this helps warm the light up, the color of the light. So If you're shooting outdoors and you're trying to balance with a sunset or whatever, you just want a warmer looking light, that's what that's for. Now, you used to have contraptions that you put on your speed light in order to hold these gels. Not anymore. Not with the LumaPro LP180R and the 180, by the way. So the 180 is like the manual version, and the LP180R is the TTL automatic version. And the reason I'm going with the R's, I'm going to keep explaining. Okay, so let's ditch the gel. So we got that on the front. Also, we have a little 1/4-inch mount for any adapter on the side, which is really cool. I don't know of any other speed light that has this. So anything that has a 1/4-inch thread, you can stick this on there and you've got a flash mounted to anything, basically. Okay, so that's a cool aspect. Remember, I said they're designing these speed lights for people like me, people who use these flashes off camera. Next is we have the back display. And I don't think I put any batteries in this. I'm not gonna like walk you through menus and all that nonsense, but this is where you would change flash power, change your settings, all that kind of stuff. It's got nice little buttons here. Everything's really easy. Nothing complicated about this at all. It's got a locking shoe, which is really, really helpful. Just really well built. I also want to show you lots of sync options on the side. Look in there. Look at all those sync options. It also has an option for an external battery pack. They've thought of everything. So, best thing about the LumaPro LP180R, you see there's no more of this nonsense. You know why? The LP180R has a receiver built into it. That's right, built in. That's amazing. It works with the Phottix Odin system. This is a Phottix Odin transmitter. So this sits on my camera, and I just put the speed light in a modifier, and I'm off to shooting with this, and there's nothing else to put on this, okay? And this is TTL capable. That means that I can use the flash in like an automatic TTL mode, and it has high-speed sync. So if you don't know what high-speed sync is, check out our website, learningtolight.com, look up high-speed sync. It's got everything I need, and the best part, remember I talked about earlier, putting this way up, having to bring it back down, change the power on the back and all that nonsense? Not anymore. I can change the power of the flash from the Phottix Odin. Let me see if this has batteries in it. It does. Look at this. So we have groups A, B, C. I can put multiple flashes in different groups. I can change their powers by group. I can change their power individually. I can turn certain flashes on and off, all from my camera without having to touch any flash that I've set up. No more walking around. No more looking like an idiot in front of your clients or whoever you're shooting, right? Walking around, changing stuff. No, you just look down, you change your settings, you start shooting again. You're good to go. You can focus more on photography and making great pictures and less on messing with stupid equipment. This is smart equipment for smart photographers. That's all I gotta say. So I am switching everything over to the LumaPro LP180Rs, and I have no affiliation with LumaPro. I'm just in love with these speed lights. I'm in love with the Phottix Odin system. Why am I in love with it? Because it makes my life easier and it makes my images better with less hassle. I would recommend you check out the LumaPro LP180Rs as well and the Phottix Odin system, and I've got links to all that stuff in the description. Thanks again for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and check out everything we are doing over at learningtolight.com. We've got articles, we've got tutorials, we've got groups, we've got assignments, everything that's going to make you a better photographer by mastering lighting. We've got it at learningtolight.com. I'll see you soon.